Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Dragon's Dilemma. In the first part, we kind of got to meet these couple of characters. So we are Borgash, we're an older dragon, we're a little bit grumpy. I thought I was going to be super grumpy, and I kind of killed some people and did some nasty things. But over time, I'm not that kind of grumpy. I'm just kind of like, I just want a quiet life. I just want to kind of do my own thing. So yeah, apologies to the people I killed in part 1. Hopefully we can even things out and have a happier time as we go forward. Here we go. What sort of colourful characters or events do you think we're going to run into today? Ghosts. Okay. Any reason? I don't care, as long as it's not pirates or incompetent ship captains. Oh come on, that's no fun. Fine, ghosts then. How come? To honour the countless dead who have ridden with that captain in the past. Wow, she really did not enjoy that boat ride last part. Stop, foul dragon. You know, if I had a gold for every time someone told me that, I could afford a decent meal. Not many people are that dumb. Ah, you've never met us before, is Grant. Okay. What? I felt no reason to add on to that statement. It functioned just fine on its own. Can I help you? You seem to be in desperate need, and the universe keeps shoving people like you into my face. It's probably trying to tell me something. We're in desperate need of riches untold, riches that have been promised to the ones who slay you and take back the crown. Does no one understand that quest describes every dragon? Yeah, we've had a bounty that's been put on our heads, but it's not actually us. We've been described very poorly. Ah, crap. Kinda does. That does explain the other 3 dragons we've stopped thus far. Wait, you've slain 3 dragons thus far? Oh no, we got our trash kicked. So badly. But we've been refining our strategy, plotting for this very moment. Come forth, Kel. The time is now. Huh? Did Kel? Yeah. Really? We spent so long planning this? Why does he always flake out at the last second? To be fair, he may have flaked out days ago. We've been setting this ambush up for a week. But the one time we need a guy with a sword twice as big as himself, he bails. That sounds terribly impractical though. We've told him. It's been determined that he must fall on his opponent to use it right. That's why we stopped you next to that cliff. So you did. But even if he succeeds, will he break his legs in the best of circumstances? Maybe, but it would look sick. Agreed. Femurs sticking out tend to be quite nauseating. So, this one's a bust too then. Do we really have to go through the trouble of getting mauled by a dragon again? It's worth a try for untold riches. Actually, that quest will be rescinded in a day or so. It can't be. This is our retirement plan. The date wasn't even crossed out and written in blood. It was posted in error, and I'm gonna get it taken down. Ah, great. When we finally get the right dragon, somebody doesn't bring death from above. Would you move aside for a second? Sure. Alright, cheers, Fiora. Let me tell you, adventurers, something. Oh, there he is. Oh, my legs! Kel, you missed. Ah, glad you could join us. Take a seat. I can't stand. Taking a seat should be easy then. Clearly, you are in need of some learning. Learning's preferable to a mauling. Speak for yourself. It isn't unheard of for groups of heroes to defeat a dragon. Not myself, obviously. Dragons commonly have gems and gold embedded into their scales. I myself have one worth 10 times the value of this whole kingdom. The problem is, you don't strike me as heroes, more delinquents. Hoodlums? My legs! Literally, all of those fit better than heroes. Oh, I wanted to use my thesaurus more. Man, why didn't you mention you had one before? A dinosaur would have been really helpful in fighting the first 3 dragons. He doesn't have access to anything sharp, does he? No. Wow, a thesaurus is not a dinosaur. His gear's made of cardboard. Do you take us for fools? Do you really want me to answer that question? I may not live long enough to teach you what you need to know. Wait, don't dragons live? Yes, that's the joke, thank you. As long as we're not going to end up slaying you anyway, we might as well learn from you. Grant is smart. Well, where to begin? And so, the dragon imparted his wisdom to them. He taught them through the night. What? No, I don't. We're working under a time limit here. And so, after rudely interrupting, the dragon imparted his wisdom to them. He taught them the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Actually, I was just going to tell him to get into a different line of work. And who's talking now? And they were quoting Hitchhiker's Guide. That's our friend, the narrator. Hello. Oh, hello. How did you get a narrator to follow you around? People are just attracted to me and do what I tell them to do. Grant has got charisma. Tell me how that works. Others just do what I say. It's natural charisma. He can't tell you how he does it. Are you saying I don't have natural charisma? It sounds like a question I'm not going to have to answer. Fine, I'll just be an unlovable, repulsive spinster over here then, shall I? Yeah, go for it. Regardless, we're going to get that quest rescinded. Go find something else to do. How are we supposed to be showered with untold riches now? You already resemble a circus. Try getting paid for that. Circuses are not a lucrative business. I more specifically meant politics, but the particularities are up to you. Politics? Are we really going to ruin another kingdom? We've only ruined the Gnome Society thus far. 2 really isn't that much more than 1. If we succeed, we can just become guerrilla insurgents and topple the scientists from within. I'm pretty sure we could get paid for that. Can we make somewhere we visit better for once? No. Have you met yourselves? How long are they going to bicker about this? I don't expect it to stop for the next several hours. Let's leave while they're distracted. I feel compelled to point out that we're not ghosts. Give them a week. Surely we've made at least someone or someplace better. We freed the people from the Iron Fist of the ruling class. Does it count if the overwhelming majority end up dead from the revolution? Always. I don't know. What do you think, Kel? Heal me? Quit being a baby. Well, he broke his legs big time. Is everyone on the proverbial road always this colourful and stupid? From my experience, yes, though usually more deadly. I'll pretend that's not depressing. Help? Who's now? You're very popular. Not again. Help! Oh, it's a goblin. Dragon, I beseech you for your aid. Well, since you said it so articulately. No. But you're the only one who can lend succour to my plight. You're a very unusual goblin. I am. You don't seem otherwise engaged at the moment, so may I appropriate your consideration? I'll only listen if you stop talking like that. I'll try, but it will be hard for me. You see, I wish to become the Goblin Chief. In our society, the most powerful goblin is crowned ruler. I'm aware of your culture. I prefer a monarchy system. It can get messy, but at least you know who to prepare for rule from a young age. I tried to get stronger to fulfill my dream. Problem is, a stiff breeze would knock you down, steal your money, and run off with your girlfriend. I also black out when I exercise. If we had doctors, I'd really need to go to one. I heard once that knowledge is power. I dropped everything and learned how to read, and then I started to read all the books I could get my hands on. The rush of gaining knowledge, and thereby power, was addicting. I'm failing to see where my help comes in. You see, the other day, I found an old, helpless merchant. He tripped and fallen into a ditch, money strewn about him. I barreled toward him, ready to snatch up his treasure, but I'd been to the town nearby. I never met the shopkeeper there, but he's the only one. Without him, trade in the area and thereby the entire village would suffer. It would have been an evil act, and thinking about it hurt my feelings. Okay. I considered the socio-economic impact my larceny would cause. Worse yet, I then started to think about him personally. I didn't want him to languish under harrowing circumstances. Do you understand? I cared for the man. It was disgusting, a terrible mockery of all goblin kind. And that's your problem? Yes, I was informed that power corrupts. By reading, I gain power, but I'm not corrupt. What's wrong with me? This was the perfect plan, but it fell apart on me like a papier-mâché mace. At least your cinnamons are on point. Thanks, I've been working hard on them. Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you want me to help you become a worse person? I knew you'd understand. What can I do? That's just a little sweet and massively offensive. But I don't even know you, so of course, forgive me. I forgot my introductions. My name is Flick. Borgash. Wonderful. Now we're acquainted. You can help me. Why do you need my help specifically? You've lived for thousands of years, and I figure you had acquired great treasures of knowledge. There's the ego stroking I require. You're not actually going to help him, are you? Well... help, lie, or refuse. I mean, he's not actually tried to hurt me. Everybody else has some kind of beef. Let's help. It sounds like you're looking for a way to become worse without setting your conscience ablaze. Does such a path exist? Of course. Surround yourself only with people who agree with you. Over time, contradiction will become an offence. Ignore and then silence those who don't agree. You don't have to kill them, of course. That'll make you feel bad. At first, just seal yourself away from all criticism and different ideas in the sweet, seductive balm of perpetual agreement. That'll do the trick. Wow, really? Even if my ideas help others? Despots rarely plan on tyranny from the start. It's an old human trick that works regardless of your original intentions or goals. Wow, that's great. Thank you, Dragon. Wow, that is some cynical reaction and not inaccurate. Okay, you want to say something? Is that all it takes? Over time, that's all. There has to be more to it than that. I wish I could say there always is, but it'd be a lie. And did you tell him that for his sake or for mine? I'll let you decide that. Interesting. So, you going to tell me your secret yet? Or are you still going to say that you're not a princess? It's complicated. How so? Up until a year ago, I thought I was the princess. But not anymore. How did you lose your princess card? By never being one in the first place. That's confusing. I'm a body double. I was raised as the princess, but I'm not related to the royal family. I was treated as the princess, but sent to all the dangerous locations. My bed was the one accessible from outside. But why? It's a shell game. Even if assassins are successful, they probably got the wrong one. And you want me to take you back there? That's the story. I'm going to keep going north and get away from this awful life. Sounds sensible. I expected more resistance than that. For wanting to live free. Some would say it was my duty. It sounds like a duty you never agreed to for people who were just using you as bait. Does, doesn't it? Thanks. I've never been able to tell anybody this whole time. When I found out, I had to run. If the royal family found out I knew, they'd have me killed. I'm more likely to turn on them, and I know enough secret information to be a liability. The whole missing princess thing is because I'm bad at hiding. It's caused a big problem, having an exact double of the princess running around. But the princess, the real one, is scheduled to have her coronation soon. I was offered freedom and amnesty for running if I answered summons to provide an extra diversion. Too many have seen me on their travels. If I divert before reaching the city, they'll know I'm on the run. So thanks. It's nice to listen to someone who doesn't approve of this situation. Wait, if they're offering you freedom, why are you running? You think they'll actually go through with it? I still know too much. I'll be used as the double during the coronation, sure, but if I'm not killed during the ceremony, the only thing they'll be giving me afterward is a knife in the back. Do you want me to rain fire and destruction down upon them? That sounds nice, but no. Every kingdom is like this. It won't change anything in the long run, and that's a lot of blood I'd rather not have on my hands. It was just nice to have someone listen. Think nothing of it. I'm glad you're happy about your choice, and that I was technically right about you being a princess. Hey, if you're not going to be a princess anymore, why do you want to learn how to become a leader? I was raised as a princess. I can't cook, craft, fight, farm, or almost any other thing. All I've had experience in so far is music, reading, and giving orders. Of the three, I can best make it on my own if I practice giving orders. I just need to change my appearance before I leave. Can't argue with that. But don't feel bad. I haven't met a princess yet that can fight. Wait. What? Were the princesses I kidnapped also body doubles? It's possible. It's not new. Dang it. I feel betrayed. That your kidnappings didn't go as you thought? Yeah, this is the worst thing ever. I doubt that. Okay, a bit of a plot twist there. Finally, we made it to the capital. Are you sure you want to be seen? If people see me here, that's where they'll look. True enough, you'll draw a bit of attention walking with me. Everyone's staring. People just can't get enough dragon. It warms my old shriveled heart. You're not as mean as you try to appear. Tell anybody and I'll drop you at your daddy's doorstep. You wouldn't. You kidnap princesses, you don't return them. Uh-oh. Rethinking your call on my bluff? No, they're staring because you're a dragon. We just went over that. I mean, there are no dragon posters all over. It must be a mistake. It probably meant to say no dragon. The original or the Lovecraftian variety. Either or, I'm not picky. The guild awaits. But first, I insist you buy some eggs. Hi, do I know you? Nope, and you don't need to. I'm just here to provide you with unreasonably good nutrition. The city's full of this type, just ignore her. Ignore me at your peril. I shall haunt you until the day you die should you eschew this offer. Okay, that sounds like a potential curse. I want to see, maybe she'll join the party, she'll just come with us. No, I don't want any. Well, I've survived this long. I'm sure this will just be another bump in the road. Let's go. Good choice. You've made a powerful enemy this day, Dragon. A powerful enemy indeed. Sorry, we're certainly taking a circuitous route. I like circles. Okay, but you've been travelling for... I actually have no idea how long. But I've been with you for days on your trip here, and now we're lollygagging around. I've been to places like that. The hoops they make you jump through might be enough to bore me to death. Of all my possible fates, that's probably the worst. Don't be so dramatic. I don't believe we've met. My name's Borgash. Good to meet you. My name is Rofia. What? Wait, who's this now? What happened to Fiora? It was a name I made up for myself when I went on the run. So you just rearranged the letters in your name? Kind of lame. I didn't think about it before I ran. I needed something. Sure, but you could have been like Drex the Landerdog, mighty consumer of forbidden light. You don't think that sounds a bit much, do you? Ah, come on. I could have gotten that title the day I crawled out of my egg. Did someone say egg? No, leave us alone. Not a chance. In any case, I don't think that's the whole story. You're lazy to be sure, but your capacity for boredom isn't lacking. We've walked for hours on end, and I've heard barely a complaint from you. Fine, we can go to the guild hall. Right, of course. Why engage in my observations when you could just avoid them? Precisely. Dragon! Oh, look, a convenient excuse to change the subject. Yeah, the universe hands you a favour once again. Yeah, the universe and I are tied. Everyone, come see the dragon. Why are you calling people over? Dragons aren't allowed here. I'm gathering a mob to oust you from our fair city. You must be a lot of fun at parties, dude. Again, what did I say about crazy people in town? Crazy? Dragons kill and burn everywhere they go. What are your views of the crown? They protect us. Fantastic. Then, as your princess, I command you to go home and think really hard about the contradictions you may have in your philosophy. Okay, I guess. Okay, I'm now in a very awkward position. Well, you could always petition fate to send you a new distraction in the hopes I can't just make it go away. Good plan. Fate, do your thing. Awkward. Fine, screw you, fate. Let's go. Are you sure you don't want to wait just a little longer? You've preened your tail enough. Oh, I've barely started. I'm worried about the egg girl. Where the heck are we? We've been going in circles for half an hour now. Can you take us to the guild? Yeah, of course. Let's head that way. Fiora. Yes. We've been down every road in that direction. Oh, and I think the guards are coming. All this wandering has attracted far too much attention to you. Yeah, well, you're lost, aren't you? Completely. I thought you'd been to the guild before? You can't even remember what powers you have all the time. How am I supposed to remember this detail from years ago? Excuses. Fine, let's just ask for help. You, Scroll Gremlin. You mean me? Yeah, where's the guild? Why do you assume I know where the guild is? I could smell an affinity for paper on you. Considering I lost my sense of smell millennia ago, it's pretty impressive. You either work at the guild, or you just lift scrolls professionally. You don't ask help very often, do you? No, needing others is gross. I see. Well, I've got a suggestion. The trade. I assume you're more versed in those. Okay, what do you want? I'm looking for entertainment. Sorry, I forgot my clonos at home. Oh, you misunderstand. I'm looking to play a game. Do you have a suggestion? Karaoke or darts? I enjoy listening to music, even if it's poorly done. And I love darts, but no one has played with me since the incident. Okay. What, the incident? Darts? Darts might be fun, but it requires a certain equipment thing. Darts to start with, maybe a target. I've got those. You carried them with you? Yeah, why? Is that unusual? Probably, but I'm not an expert in human culture. It's very time to ignore that voice. Wait. Okay, we're gonna throw a dart. Oh god, aim here. There we go. I'm guessing I'll just aim for the centre, the bullseye. Okay, click. And click. 220 must be pretty good, right? Oh, you lose. What? How many points did you get? I averaged 220. Bull honky, do it. Alright. And that makes 250 above average. Wow, you're quite good. Thank you. 4 years ago, well, there's no need to get into the messy details. Suffice to say, I practiced until I was no longer a danger to any orphans that may pass by. It's been so long since I've gotten below 200, I began to think anybody who voluntarily played the game could consistently get 4 points. I appreciate you disabusing me of that notion. To get to the guild, turn left 1 street ahead, keep going, and you'll see it on the right. What a strange person. But, well, we got through. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How can I help you? What? You're that dragon from Inthrin? Were you there? I work at the inn. How did you get here so fast then? It's called making a living, or not being a sponge on society. I don't understand how that expedites your travel. You're just lazy. I'm glad you noticed. But back to my complaint. I was attacked by your adventurers. You need to throw that quest in the fire, or I'll throw a fire on you. I haven't decided which I prefer yet. Oh dear, fill out this paperwork. You're heavily weighing the scales toward the flames. Who would put up the quest to kill a dragon in the cave? Baroness Mysham. She lives on the north side of town. At this time of day, she would normally be forging some illicit deals with the Thieves Guild right now, but she's holding a fancy party tonight. Assuming, of course, her irritable bowel syndrome doesn't keep her from the festivities. It sometimes makes her wet the bed. If you're not careful, she'll kill you for telling other people that, by the way. That's a strange combination of extremely helpful and too much information. I need to find and talk to her. What's she look like? I can't tell you that. Classified. I see. Do I do the paperwork or do I burn it down? These people are getting 1 chance. I'll do the paperwork. Fine, but this had better be quick. It's a short questionnaire. I can't write this small. If I dictate, could you fill it out, please? I've always had scribes to dictate for me, so this should be interesting. Thanks. First question. Name. Borgash. Last name? Dragons don't have those. Address. Cave. Titles. All of them? There are 5 spots. Oh, just a few then. Let's go with Bringer of Fire, Silver Tongue, Cattle Brander. Bringer of Fire. Yeah, we'll go with that. Got it. For the second, let's go with the Restless Leg, Dark Calamity, Stormbrother. Okay, Dark Calamity. Good grief, what did you do? Well, once there was a book of prophecies about the end of the world, I thought it would be fun to fulfill as many as possible. You know, as a hobby. I'm glad you mellowed with your age. Third title should be Ashcaller the Torrent or the Grandmaster. Yeah. Grandmaster of what? Chess. Oh, I like the horsey piece. I warn you, they don't taste as good as real ones. I'll keep that in mind. Second to last, Sunsinger Immortal. Understudies are Immortal. Yeah. How is that, by the way? What, immortality? I don't know. How? You are immortal. And I always have been. That'd be like asking you how it is to have a butt. You never experienced not having one. So, it's just a baseline. If you really wanted to know, you have to ask the Lick or something like that. And finally, Titan Slayer, Star Seeker, or Bunny Cuddler. Titan Slayer, yeah. How many of your titles come from killing things? I'd have to do a lot of counting to give you an answer. Okay, that does it for titles. Last question, purpose of visit. You tried to kill me and I want you to stop? Great, let's turn that in. We have to wait in line again? I'm regretting the lack of uncontrolled fire in this building. Okay, we take the bureaucratic route. All done. Yeah, here you go. Thanks. You have very feminine handwriting. Yeah, I get that a lot. In any case, everything seems to be in order. Please take the page you filled out and go through the door. Report to line 3C and speak with the paperwork golem. It handles the complaints department and will give you further instructions when you give it the paper. Why can't you just tell me my next instructions? I'm just a front desk, sir. It's not my job. Of course it isn't. Ooh, they're pushing it. Okay, let's get in line. I hope you appreciate the amount of self-restraint I'm showing right now. Doubtful. Fine, I'll get in 9 again. I really want to burn it down, but I'm going to be good. Greetings, sir, madam, or insert honorific here. Please insert your paperwork into my mouth. That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard. This is a complaint form. How may we improve your experience? Your dumb agency sent adventurers to kill me. I'm sorry to hear that. How can we improve our adventurers? Stop sending them to my cave would be a good start. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. For English, press 1. Para Español malo, oprima 2. For Gebroches Deutsch, bitte drücken Sie Nummer 3. What's the 3? Eins, zwei. Is it dry? Is it? I don't know German. Okay, you got to be kidding me. Anglais, s'il vous plaît. This is stupid. Let me try. Have at it. Golem override priority pink majesty. Override code accepted. Summoning manager. What? The guild handles all sorts of jobs for the crown. Then why did you let me wait this long? You want me to employ my natural charisma to help you? You're still holding a grudge about that. And you're quite sure you're not royalty? I truly admire that glass house you live in. I live in a cave. How could you forget that? Idioms don't translate well between cultures, do they? Like a fifth hatchling. Okay, point taken. Yes, you're match. Oh, wait, are you kidnapped or dead or getting crowned or something? All of the above is a long story, but this dragon has a problem? You know dragons aren't supposed to come into town, right? Take it up with him. No, I'd rather live. I need you to take down the quest you made about a dragon who stole a crown. People are bothering me about it. But the picture looks just like... Yeah, the joke's old now. Dang it, I'm always late on jokes. Yeah, tragic. Take down the quest. Well, normally we'd make you do several more rounds of paperwork first. But I need to preserve my reputation with the crown, so let me take care of that. So, if I understood him correctly, they make this harder than it has to be? Course. Haven't you ever dealt with quasi-governmental entities before? I thought I was being nice not burning this place to the ground, but I'm starting to doubt. Done, but I need to talk to the person who set up the quest first, so they don't just put it back up, right? So, why am I even here? You need something to fill the terrible void in your life, so you can only do so by causing mild but annoying inconvenience to others. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me, dragon. I hope that was sarcasm. That's half of our day taken care of. Let's keep this boulder rolling. Northward, to the Baroness. Okay, we're doing okay. We filled out some forms, and we're going to try and meet the Baroness in the next episode. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.